Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I want to talk about the 30th anniversary special for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. When I heard they were going to do it, I was very intrigued because we were going to see a few familiar faces of the legendary Power Rangers coming back to the 30th anniversary. I've been a big fan of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers growing up as a kid. My brothers and I, we used to watch that show all the time, and we always loved it as kids growing up because we love looking up to some six superhero teenagers who are going off to fight monsters and becoming superheroes and saving the world like every week of the episode. Yeah, the show is very cheesy and corny, but that's what it was. It knew what the show really wanted. And at the time when they were making a bunch of these shows in the American version, because most of the footages that they were shown every time that they were fighting off monsters, including the Megazords, those were Japanese stock footage that they've just put in the show because they just didn't have enough money at the time when they were making the American version of the Power Rangers series. And I've watched almost all the Power Rangers shows. I kind of fell off until around Nickelodeon started to pick up the show. I've only watched bits and pieces, but I just couldn't get into some of the shows. I've only watched some of the episodes when we saw the legendary Rangers cross paths from time to time. That's the only thing that got me intrigued. And now, in this 30th anniversary special, we see the returning characters of Billy, played by David Yost, who was the original Blue Ranger, and we see Zach as the original Black Ranger, played by Walter Jones. They're fighting off Rita Repulsa, who has finally returned after so many years. She's coming back into the robotic form, and now she's out for revenge to take out the original 6 Rangers. Now, in this special, there's stakes in it, and this is the first time we ever had some character get killed off in this show. Rita Repulsa kills the original Yellow Ranger, who is Trini, which is not a spoiler. If you've seen the trailer, you already know that that's already been revealed, and seeing the death was something that I never expected that they would ever go that far. And now we see that Trini's daughter, who is now out for revenge. She finds out that Rita Repulsa killed her mother, and she really wants payback. But Billy and Zach just told them not to do it. We need to handle this ourselves. And now we see that Rita Repulsa has a big grand plan going on, and she's creating a time portal, which that was also revealed in the trailer. And she wants to time travel back to the point where Rita Repulsa, the original one from the series, she wants to warn Rita Repulsa and kill the 5 Rangers that Zordon recruited and before they even became Rangers, and she wants to rewrite history so she can take over the galaxy. And that's where the tone is set. The opening of the show, of the special, was awesome. They just jump you right into the middle of the action. The visual effects were pretty good and much improvement. Not the greatest, but pretty cool. The fight choreography was pretty much what you expected. It's a great fight choreography, kung fu fighting, Power Ranger fighting that we're used to seeing, and it was awesome. Seeing the original 6 Rangers band together, even though that some of the actors did not show up for the special, was pretty badass. They played the original theme song from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and I felt very nostalgic. In the few of the Rangers that did not show up, the actors who were the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was Jason David Frank as Tommy, the Green Ranger, the Kimberly, played by Amy Jo Johnson as the Pink Ranger, and Austin T. Jones, who played Jason, the original Red Ranger, did not show up for this special, which I understand why they didn't want to show up, so the writer's going to have to find a way to write around them, so they just use a bunch of body doubles and they ADR some of the dialogue, but the more focus was on Billy and Zach and the daughter. And then you see Rocky, who was the replacement of Jason, the Red Ranger, and then you see Kat, who was the replacement of the Pink Ranger, coming in to help them because few of their friends were taken by Rita, and now they're going to need help. And seeing them come back was pretty good. Overall, it did feel very nostalgic. There's some good heartfelt moments in the show that I really enjoyed. And yes, I will say that Trini's daughter, there's points where I did like her, but there was points where they kind of went a little too over the top with her character, and including some of that dialogue, and sometimes she kind of came off as very annoying at times, but then she had some redeemable qualities in the show, which she had a good heartfelt moment with Billy and then Zach, and it was very good, and I enjoy that. And they brought back the original morphing sequence that I loved watching as a kid in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when they yell out, "It's Morphin time," in front of the camera, which is always traditional to every episode, every time they transform. And they always show you the sequences where they take turns of calling out their dinosaur power, which was pretty dope. And it brought back in a more of an updated version, which I really dug it. It was pretty cool. I just wish they bring back the little bit of the theme song for the Power Rangers every time they are in a morphing sequence. That would have been awesome. Overall, I thought it was a very good special. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed seeing some of the legendary characters come back to the 30th anniversary special. Even though we couldn't get all of them back, I'm fine with what we got. It did have some nostalgic. It brought back some of the memories that I loved growing up watching for the Power Rangers. And it did like show you the passing of the torch of the new generation. And they definitely did pay tribute to Jason David Frank and the actress who played Trini, who both passed, especially Jason David Frank, which he passed away like not that long ago, and it was very heartbreaking when we all heard this news. I was like shocked to hear them being gone from this world too soon, because the character Tommy, we as fans, arguably, he is the best Power Ranger character of all time. He was a legend. We all look up to him. Jason David Frank was one of the coolest guys in the world, who loved going to convention center, who loved going and please the fans and give their autographs and having a big geek out talk. He really loved the fans and he wanted to give them what they want, and it was just great. But I wish I had met him in real life. I wish I had that opportunity, but you know what? It is what it is. And when they paid tribute to the two actors who were in the Power Rangers, I got choked up. And in case you didn't know, and if I remember correctly, the actress who played Trini, she passed away like long ago, and I think it was like, I can't remember when she did, but she passed away at a very young age, and it was tragic. It sucks, but I'm glad that they were able to pay tribute to the two cast members. They will always live on as Power Rangers in our heart, especially Jason David Frank, which he will always be remembered as legends. I will always get choked up every time I watch that tribute video that they did in the special. If you're a Power Ranger fan, I think you're going to enjoy the special, even though you're not going to be pleased everything that they have done, but at least you'll have appreciation and you'll have some good entertainment, and it delivered everything that you kind of expected it to be. Now, have you seen this special? What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did it live up to your expectations? Or are you just someone that didn't quite hit you and you were quite disappointed by it? Just jump down in the comment section below and leave me your thoughts, because I would love to hear it. And if you like this video, give it a like button and share my video, and then you show support. And I'm very active on social media. If you want to follow me there, you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm very active on 3 social medias. I'll put my usernames in the description down below, and go and check that out. And if you really enjoy this video, give me a subscribe button and show me support, and turn on the bell notifications so that you won't miss anything. There's still a lot more reviews that I will be recording soon.